Hi, my name is Andrea, and I am a Brazilian sound engineer. But things weren't always this way. When I was 12 years old, I wanted to be a musician. And I was doing all I could to make that dream come true. I was taking lessons, playing in bands. Everything was great. Until I told my family I wanted to make a living out of it. So, guess who's going to business school? It wasn't that terrible. Apart from the migraines and stomach aches I felt every day trying to get out of bed to go to work. Finally, in 2004, I said, okay, no more, I had it, I'm going to work with music. That was when I started my self-taught journey to be a sound engineer. It took me 3 whole years to quit my day job, but hey, I was living the dream, and it was worth it. I worked in a couple of studios, went back to school to at last get my degree in music, but still I felt like I was stuck. After a certain point, I wasn't really learning anything new, not really pushing my boundaries. I had settled down, but not for long. When I got into Berklee, I decided to do something I have never done before. I really wanted to take the term culminating experience to its face value. And that is how distress came to be. It was named after the emotion I felt the most during this year. This is my first EP, my first original tracks to ever see the light of day, my first music video. That's a lot of firsts. And on top of that, I decided I would get my hands dirty and take control of every single part of the process. Back then, I didn't really realize how much work that would be. I would have to write the tracks, arrange, play, record, mix, master, and create the whole visual identity for the album. I would also have to write the script, storyboard, operate the camera, direct the actors, edit, create special effects, and color grade. Have I mentioned the video is interactive? Well, it is. And so I wrote, shot, and programmed all possible outcomes of a choose-your-own-adventure music video. In order to make all this happen, I had to learn how to work with 3D frameworks like Three.js, to plan every shot so I could later apply special effects, to build every prop needed, to communicate my vision to the actors, and most of all, to write a compelling story with multiple threads that would keep viewers engaged. But what is a music video without the music? The tracks from this EP are a mix of post-rock and other influences, like instrumental rock and ambient. My main goal was to develop my previously inexistent sound design skills. During the past months, I tried to learn as much as I could about Ableton Live, synths, and sample manipulation, so I could apply this knowledge to my own music and, in the near future, to other people's music. Of course, I had a lot of help from my peers and from the faculty, and I learned so much during this endeavor about the process, about myself. It was an opportunity to discover my strengths and my weaknesses, but also to see myself as an artist one more time, the artist I aspired to be back when I was 12 years old.